What's up, folks? This is a Mopar Man 1978 out here. Going to do a quick video. We got a little bit of wind blowing today, but I'm going to try to make this short and sweet. There's been a lot of debate on the videos and live chats, whatnot, about running different spark plugs, whatnot. Use whatever you like. I happen to run the NGKs. I used to run Champions and Autolites. I had problems with them in the past. Of course, it could have been because once they switched to being made overseas and using cheaper material, maybe that was when they started having issues with them. But probably before that, when they were still made in America, they probably worked just fine. But anyway, I run these NGKs. Over here in this cylinder here, you can tell how tall this tower is, and electrode. I call it electrode. I don't know what the hook on the spark plug. Anyway, over here is the stock one. This is a Champion stock plug wire or spark plug. You can notice the difference of how tall they are. I can't take credit for this. I just read about the article on a website called allpar.com. Basically, it covers all Mopars, including Jeeps. They're running this NGK spark plug in the slant 6. It's for a 2002 and on up Jeep Cherokee 4.0. You can also run these in the older Jeeps, but basically what it is it's supposed to bring the spark further up away from the head and less chance of it arcing from the plug down to the head itself and causing misfires and whatnot. And then also because when the air rushes in here, you got fuel and air, the spark it's in a better spot to hit the fuel and air mixture for a better burn, better economy, better combustion, whatnot. Anyway, a lot of people were talking about, well, if you run them longer plugs like that, the piston's going to hit it. I was like, well, maybe if you're running it trying to run them in a high performance application, like you've got real high compression pistons. But with this straight edge here, without the gasket, you're looking at 5/16, almost maybe 3/8 of an inch gap under here. And just for the sake of somebody's like saying, well, you didn't use a head gasket. Okay, well, maybe this gasket's been used and abused, but we're going to set this straight edge back down on here. Okay, so now it's at least 3/8 of an inch, if not a hair more. Okay, so you actually brought the plug and the head a few hairs more away from the top of the piston. I run these on my 318, my slant 6, the 360 I had in the truck before, which is I'm getting ready to put, after I get everything built, the 360 is going to be going in the Dart. Never had any issues. I've even used the snake camera to go down through the spark plug hole or the intake, vice versa. Look in there when the valve's open. The piston doesn't even come anywhere near the spark plug. But anyway, just wanted to share that with you. The other thing, pros and cons of running these other plugs. The stock one, what you see here is the Champion RN12YC. They use a 13/16 socket. The NGK, they got a little bit skinnier porcelain tower, and they use a 5/8 socket. And let me undo this here. And here's the plug number, ZFR5N. They come in Champion, they come in all the other brands of spark plugs, but I use the NGK nickel V-groove. My vehicles seem to run a lot better. Did it improve torque and horsepower a bunch? Probably not, but maybe a tiny bit. I know it does better on the fuel burn. Whenever I take my plugs out and I check them every so many hundreds or thousands of miles. They've got a very light tan color, if little of anything on them. They burn really clean. Just thought I would share this information with you. Run them in your vehicle if you want. Not run them. Stick to the stock plugs. Like I said, I had no issues with these, and I got mine to 45 thousandths of an inch for since I run HEI ignition, and on the Dart and the Slant 6 it's got regular points, and I'll just gap them at 35 thousandths. But just thought I'd share this with you. Hope you enjoyed this tech tip.